Grimmer, look at us on the beach.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Tone. Oh my goodness, Tone. I've never seen you like that. You're incredibly well put together.
It's not accurate.
You must work out all day long.
It's not me.
You must work out all day long.
It's Photoshop. And I'm so proud of our crew for coming up with that. Brilliantly done. And the music. So, summer gifts for NHL teams, the way this works is
There's some gems out there. There's some real gifts out there still lurking in free agency. We're going to gift them to an NHL team.
That's the whole
That could use this kind of a gift.
That's what we're doing.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole idea. Let's start with Vladimir Tarasenko.
Go.
You okay with that?
Do it.
Let's start with the right-winging Vladimir Tarasenko. I like Vladdy going to Florida. Yeah, this is a deep squad. They've got a top solid six, but this is a guy that could add a whole lot more punch. And if you look back at the way this group fared through the postseason, yes, they got there on really a lot of grit and determination. They could have used a little more pop up front. So to me, maybe you're sitting there thinking, I don't know that there's anybody that's really vulnerable in that top six for Florida. Evan Rodriguez, potentially, you could insert. I think Vladdy Tarasenko may compete for a spot where a Rodriguez is concerned. So that might be a fit.
That would make people happy in Sunrise. How about Matt Dumba?
Yeah.
He's the present who receives him.
Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Would you believe? Matt Dumba, and now this is a group I would admit readily. I don't know that Matt Dumba accepts a 5 or a 6 role because that right now the way Tampa is structured, at least as to the blue line, you're competing with Perbix and Chernak along the right side. Is he content with a number 5 assignment? Perhaps not, but he's been sitting out there long enough in free agency, coming off a year that we wouldn't say maybe describe as vintage Matt Dumba, but maybe this is a guy that's amenable to jumping on with a roster that has had success in the past, and the window remains wide open. So a chance to win for Matt Dumba, maybe accepting a lesser role, or again competing for a higher spot in a pretty solid decor with the Tampa Bay Bolts.
Pretty solid how our house band continues to perform. I love our crew.
Good.
You are amazing. Next, Nick Ritchie. Where's he headed?
He's going to my hometown, Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
I think there's space for Nick Ritchie along the left side. And if you think about it in this context, here's a big, strong winger with some offensive upside. Sounds like a little bit like a big, strong winger with offensive upside that they recently lost last year in a Tanner Jeannot. Jeannot, he went to Tampa. Were you aware of that? Jeannot, he went to Tampa.
I like that.
Yeah, and they really haven't. The Preds haven't had the ability to address that loss to this point. Nick Ritchie might be a nice compliment along the left side.
How about a special present? This a special edition. You don't find an Erik Carlson under the tree, whether it's a palm tree or a Douglas fir. Where's he headed?
How's Chris Letang on the right side?
Oh, boy.
And buttressed by an Erik Carlson also along the right side. I think there's a whole lot of appeal to that. So for me, for my money, Pittsburgh's a nice fit for Erik Carlson. You're pretty contract laden where Pittsburgh is concerned, but here's a guy a contract they're trying to get out from under. I think it comes with Petrie as a subtraction at $6.25 million per annum as Carlson enters. And they've still got cap concerns even with subtracting the Petrie contract, but it remains to be seen. I'm fire first, fix it later. So give me some Erik Carlson in Pittsburgh. That's got Pens fans feeling good about their roster.
I like where your head's at. Now